Students, in the last lecture we have learned about the VBT theory, in which we have learned about the sigma bond and pi bond. So we quickly revise these things and then we are moving to the hybridization, which is a very new topic for today. Now when we will talk about the sigma bond is formed by the end-to-end overlapping, or we can say that head-on overlapping. That is there, sigma bond is there formed between s and s orbital on the axial intermolecular axis, s and p orbital and p orbital. Whereas we can say about the sigma bond that free rotation is there possible in sigma bond. Now when we will talk about the pi bond is there formed by sidewise overlapping. That means it is parallel and perpendicular orbitals, that is only p orbital, it's allow only p orbital to overlap by sidewise manner, and free rotation is not possible in pi bond. So that is what we have learned in the last class. Today we are starting with a new topic, that is hybridization, children. So you can see that the concept of hybridization, which was given by Pauling. According to him, whenever atomic orbital mix together, they generate a new set of equivalent, that means same kind of orbital with the energy, and that equivalent orbital which is newly formed, that are known as hybrid or hybridized orbital. Children, hybridization is a process or the particular one, or it is defined as the intermixing of the atomic orbitals, that orbitals which have different amount of energies. So whenever they intermix, they produce a new set of orbitals which have same or equivalent energy and shape. Suppose example I have taken over here, that whenever s and 2p orbital, one of the s orbital which is there intermix with the 2p orbitals, so it is going to be formed 3 new hybrid orbitals, and that is known as sp3 hybrid orbitals. So that is about the introduction of hybridization, that whom has given this particular concept and what is the particular information about hybrid and hybridized orbitals or hybridization. So here again repeating that particular, that hybridization concept was given by or put forwarded by Pauling. According to him, whenever atomic orbitals they are mixed together, they are going to generate a new set of equivalent, that means same amount of energy that orbital is having, and that particular orbitals that are known as hybrid or hybridized orbital. Now intermixing of that atomic orbital which have different energies, and whenever they are intermixed, they produce a new set of orbitals. They have equivalent amount of energy and shape, whatever the new set of orbital is they formed. यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है कि एक s ऑर्बिटल दूसरी 2p ऑर्बिटल्स से अगर इंटरमिक्स हो रही है, so 1 + 2 3 new hybrid orbitals are going to be formed, and that is known as sp3 hybrid orbitals. You can see over here. So that is about the hybridization. Now we'll see the features of hybridization, children. Here we'll discuss the salient features or the important characteristic of hybridization. Very first, whatever the number of hybrid orbitals which are generated is equal to the number of atomic orbitals which are going to be hybridized. Next, whatever the hybridized orbital is there, they are equivalent in the energies and the shape. You can see over here कि जो भी hybridized orbital हमें मिल रहे हैं, they are equivalent in the energies and the shapes, and they are more effective in forming bonds than that of the pure compound. So these are the features which you can write in 1 mark or 2 mark. The number of hybrid orbitals which are generated is equal to the number of atomic orbital which are hybridized. Second, whatever the hybridized orbital or hybrid orbital which we are getting, they have same energies and shape, and the hybridization is more effective in forming bonds than that of the simple bond which we are there forming the compound which are present in pure compound. Now what are the conditions for the hybridization? So valence shell orbital, जो last cell है, that only can takes place in hybridization process. जो ऑर्बिटल विच इज अंडरगोइंग इन द हाइब्रिडाइजेशन विच हैव सेम एनर्जी, sometime it's different in the energy, mostly they are same in energies. It is not necessary that only half filled orbitals, that means ki electrons are they half filled in their orbitals, they are involved in hybridization. That is the important condition. But sometimes full orbitals also takes place in the hybridization. So children, you can just see over here features. फीचर्स में सबसे पहला फीचर्स है कि जो भी हाइब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स हैं जनरेटेड हुई है, नंबर ऑफ हाइब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स दे आर इक्वल टू द नंबर ऑफ एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल्स जो पहले थी उससे इक्वल होंगी, और जो भी हाइब्रिड ऑर्बिटल्स या तो हाइब्रिडाइज ऑर्बिटल फॉर्म्ड हो रही है उसकी एनर्जी और शेप कहीं ना कहीं सेम होंगी. नेक्स्ट कि हाइब्रिडाइजेशन इज मोर इफेक्टिव इन फॉर्मिंग बॉन्ड्स फॉर द कंपाउंड्स. उसके कंडीशंस में सबसे पहला है कि जो भी वैलेंस शेल ऑर्बिटल्स हैं दे आर गोइंग टू टेक्स प्लेस इन द हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. जो ऑर्बिटल्स विच आर गोइंग टू अंडरगोइंग फॉर द हाइब्रिडाइजेशन प्रोसेस दे हैव सेम एनर्जी. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि उनके पास डिफरेंट एनर्जी हो, मोस्टली दे हैव द सेम एनर्जीज. और लास्ट इज इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी दैट हाफ फिल्ड ऑर्बिटल्स they are going to involved in hybridization. Sometime full orbitals are also going to takes place in hybridization. So that is about the features and importance. Now we'll see the types of hybridization one by one. That is sp, sp2, sp3, sp3d2 and d2 sp3 one by one. Okay children, here sp hybridization, s and p, one s and one p. So you can write that what is sp hybridization. So that is nothing but intermixing of one s orbital and one p orbital which are forming two new hybrid sp orbitals, that is known as sp hybridization, and in which 50% of s orbital which is going to give 50% contribution to the p orbital. And when you will talk about the hybridization, it gives the geometry to the particular compound. ये कोई भी कंपाउंड की जियोमेट्री डिसाइड करेगा. तो यहाँ पे अगर बात करते हैं एग्जाम्पल की, व्हेन एक्सप्लेन अबाउट द sp हाइब्रिडेशन कौन से ऐसे मॉलिक्यूल में दिखेगा, तो यहाँ पे मैंने लिया है बेरियम क्लोराइड. चिल्ड्रन व्हेन विल टॉक अबाउट बेरिलियम इज हैविंग 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जिसका एटॉमिक नंबर है 4. दैट मीन्स नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज इक्वल टू 4. उसके इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन अगर मैं कर रही हूँ तो दैट इज 1s2 2s2. दैट मीन्स उसके 1s और 2s में दो इलेक्ट्रॉन है. Now here I have just make the start. That means now beryllium is just moving to the excited state from the ground state. अब जब भी वो ग्राउंड स्टेट में से एक्साइटेड स्टेट में जाएगा तो कहीं ना कहीं एक उसके इलेक्ट्रॉन को एम्प्टी वैकेंट p ऑर्बिटल में मूव करवाएगा. So what we are getting is we are having 2 electrons in 1s, but whatever the 1 electron is there over here, now that is shifting to one of the p के कितने ऑर्बिटल है 3. तो p की एक ऑर्बिटल में वो सब ऑर्बिटल में चला जाएगा. ये इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है वो है बेरिलियम का. ना व्हाट हैपेंड, यहाँ पे जो क्लोरीन है, क्लोरीन की लास्ट वैकेंट वैलेंस सेल है p. ठीक है, तो वैलेंस सेल ऑफ क्लोरीन एटम जो है उसका है p. So that particular electrons are now from p orbital shifted to that one s orbital and one p orbital. So here one of the s orbital is intermixed with p orbital, which forming a geometry which is known as linear geometry. इसीलिए बेरिलियम क्लोराइड का जो भी शेप होगा या तो sp हाइब्रिडेशन जिसके भी पास हो, सपोज when we talked about the next particular BeCl, तो उसी तरह दूसरा ऐसा कंपाउंड हो जिसका लीनियर शेप हो 180 डिग्री हो, SO2 है. सो दिस गिव्स अस द पर्टिकुलर जियोमेट्री टू द कंपाउंड. सो दैट इज अबाउट द sp हाइब्रिडाइजेशन. sp हाइब्रिडाइजेशन में एक s ऑर्बिटल और एक p ऑर्बिटल इंटरमिक्स होंगे. वो दो नई न्यूली जनरेट ऑर्बिटल हाइब्रिड ऑर्बिटल फॉर्म करेंगे जिसे हम sp ऑर्बिटल बोलेंगे, जिसमें s orbital is giving contribution that is 50% and p orbital that is also 50%. Now यहाँ पे मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया BeCl2. बेरिलियम जब भी ग्राउंड स्टेट में है तो उसके इलेक्ट्रॉन वैसे के वैसे रहेंगे 1s2 2s2. बट व्हेनेवर बेरिलियम इज मूविंग टू एक्साइटेड स्टेट तो उसका एक इलेक्ट्रॉन s में से उसकी p ऑर्बिटल वैकेंट ऑर्बिटल में उसको शिफ्ट करेगा. सो यहाँ पे जब भी हम बात करें तो 2s इज नाउ हैविंग हाफ फिल्ड यहाँ पे इसे हाफ फिल्ड बोल सकते हैं, जिसमें क्लोरीन की p ऑर्बिटल में से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन शिफ्ट होगा और ये दूसरे क्लोरीन एटम की लास्ट सेल में से इलेक्ट्रॉन p सेल में से होगा. So that is known as sp hybridization. In same manner, we are just learning about sp2 hybridization. Here you can see the ethyne molecule. Children, ये फिर से आएगा आपको चैप्टर नंबर 13 हाइड्रोकार्बन में. तो अगेन वी हैव टू स्टडीड अबाउट दिस. C2H2 ethyne. Ethyne is having a triple bond between carbon and hydrogen. तो इथाइन में एक सिग्मा बॉन्ड है और दो पाई बॉन्ड है. तो हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू बी हाइब्रिडाइज्ड? Where when we'll talk about the carbon atom, it overlap axially with half-filled s orbital of hydrogen atom to form sigma bond, and when we'll talk about the unhybridized p orbital of carbon atom and hydrogen atom, they are sidewise overlap to form two pi bonds between carbon atoms. Thus, there is a triple bond formed between carbon atoms in ethyne molecule that is made up of one sigma bond and two pi bonds. You can see over here, children, that how ethyne is having the hybridization. Ethyne कैसे hybridized होता है. That also same thing we have to learn in chapter number 13. So at the time I am going to ask you the question from this. That is, ethyne is also the one of the other molecule which is having a linear structure. पहला है बेरिलियम क्लोराइड और C2H2 that is also having sp hybridization, children. So here we can have idea that both of the carbon atoms has two sp hybridized orbital, out of which one of the sps, that is sp s orbital p orbital, and with the s orbital again they are forming one sigma bond of hydrogen atom, and two other sp hybridized orbital with one another carbon atom axially overlap to form sigma bond, whereas perpendicular to each other to form pi bond. So we can say that whenever we talk about ethyne molecule, it has sp hybridization, due to which the bond angle is always 180 degree between carbon and hydrogen. And whenever we'll talk about that sp hybridization, it always gives the linear structure or linear geometry to the compound. अब आपको पता चला होगा कि sp2 hybridization में हम क्या लिखेंगे डेफिनेशन. That one s orbital and two p orbital, whenever they are going to intermix with each other, they are result to form three equivalent hybridized orbital, that is known as 1s 2p, that is sp2 hybrid orbitals. यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया गया है बोरोन ट्राइक्लोराइड. बोरोन का जो भी ग्राउंड स्टेट में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिग्रेशन है, डेट इज़ 1s2 2s2 2p1. एक्साइटेड स्टेट में वो क्या करेगा? वन ऑफ द 2s इलेक्ट्रॉन इज प्रमोटेड टू वैकेंट 2p ऑर्बिटल. सो अभी बोरोन के पास कितने हो गए? 3 अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो whenever we'll talk about 1 2s and 2 2p, so 3 of the chlorine are there shifting to one of the s orbital and 2 of the p orbital which has unpair of electron, and they are going to give us the geometry which is known as trigonal planar arrangement, children. You can see over here. So sp2 hybrid orbitals overlap with 2 p orbitals of chlorine to form BCl, 3 BCl bonds, and that's why the geometry of boron trichloride is known as trigonal planar with BCl-Cl bond angle, that is 120 degree. Children, again I am going to repeat, whenever s orbital, one of the s orbital is intermixed with 2 p orbitals and they are forming 3 equivalent sp2 hybridized orbital. Here I have taken the example of boron trichloride. अभी हम बोर्ड पे समझेंगे कि कैसे आएगा. You go thoroughly it with, so you have idea that how we are going to do the hybridization process. यहाँ पे बोरोन का दिया हुआ है ग्राउंड स्टेट में 1s2 2s2 2p1. अब एक्साइटेड स्टेट में वो p में से नहीं निकालेगा इलेक्ट्रॉन, जो पेड है 2s में से उसमें एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को p में शिफ्ट करेगा. डेट मीन्स अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन अब हो गए 3, एक s ऑर्बिटल में है और 2 p ऑर्बिटल में है. तो 3 क्लोरीन के जो भी लास्ट वैकेंट सेल में जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है, now they are going to, they shifted into one of the s orbital and 2 of the p orbital to form sp2 hybridization. So that is about the sp2 hybridization. Let us see on the board children. So इधर बेरिलियम की जगह पे मैंने लिखा है बोरोन. सो बोरोन का 1s2 2s2 2p1, okay, because it is containing 5 electrons. So what we are doing is we have 2 electron in 2s and p is having 3 suborbital px, py and pz. So p में है 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन. नाउ बोरोन जब भी एक्साइटेड स्टेट में जाएगा, सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग ओवर हियर, दैट वन ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम s ऑर्बिटल इज नाउ शिफ्टेड टू p ऑर्बिटल. यहाँ पे आप देखो मैंने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को यहाँ पे रखा है, तो अब p में कितने हो गए, 2px, 2py एंड 2pz. तो यहाँ पे हाउ मेनी अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन आर देयर, 3, एंड वी आर हैविंग ए 3 chlorine atoms. So what happened from the vacant cell, valence cell जो भी है उसमें से एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन नाउ शिफ्टिंग टू वन ऑफ द s orbital and 2 of the p orbital. Children, you can see over here. So here there is a formation of b, one of the b with s and 2p orbital. So here that hybridization is known as now sp2 hybridization, and it gives the structure which is known as trigonal planar. जब भी sp2 hybridization हो तो उसकी जियोमेट्री होगी ट्राइगोनल प्लेनर, एंड द बॉन्ड एंगल विल बी 120 डिग्री instead of 180 degree. So that is all about the BCl3 boron trichloride molecule, and that hybridization is known as sp2 hybridization. You can see over here. So that is all about today. In the next lecture we are starting with sp3 hybridization and braced MO theory. Thank you and have a nice day.